round on Skiffle, $103.20. We may see the wind movers for this, the hurdle. Time to go at 11:30, so just on a minute and a half of betting time left. There is horse 12, Prince of Glory, the third and least fancied of the Blake Naden team, and Joanne Rathbone. In fact, there's some 6 female riders, I think, going around in this, if my email is correct. And horse number 6 is On the River, the second of the Blake Naden team, Soji Sakai. Soji Sakai, always find if you start with a bit of aggression, it comes out better. Yes, and On the River, 950, 270. There's the money, and Hummer tightens right into 285. Gold Dory gets out slightly, 1250, but make note, the horse has some ability on the flat, is improving with the experience of racing. The Lion King, it is 123rd start, gets some support into $6.90. Wheel Tapper's steady at 950, and On the River coming in perhaps to $9.50 with my friends. So not a great deal of movement in the first. Punters have made up their mind that Hummer in its first outing over the hurdles, which was at Waikato, Foda Moore, it ran behind, and Peter Ward, the new rider, claims 1.5 as well. Hello Sailor. Well, if you haven't got any binoculars here at Avondale, probably not a bad one to take in the first. You'll easily pick it up in the all-white colours. Cara Waters rides. Tough, staying tight, 491.70. Expected just to be plugging away, but that could be enough in this to be competitive. On the River going forward, a grey by Centro. So we have just the 4 or 5 still out the back here in the first. And just on start time in the hurdles. Good racing ahead of us. Interest in the juvenile race and the open handicap 1200 metre event featuring Indiama. I think the conditions really should suit Indiama today, although there's a couple of others that handle the wet tracks, including Arduous, of course, and Da Hong resuming. There goes On the River. Can we see some improvement from it? Soji Sakai. Let's go upstairs for his call. On the first, is Gold Dory about to go up? LB Gain.
Yes, thanks, Steve. Chokmon Star and Gold Dory will be the last two. The field lined and ready now, with the exception of those runners. Chokmon Star is going up. Prince of Glory ready. The Lion King Skiffle. Gold Dory goes forward. Lined and ready. We'll tap a set. And they're off. 2,500 metres of the journey. Dan's began pretty well on the outside. Hummer's out quickly too as well. They're the first two from Skiffle. That's in the green and white checkers. The Lion King settled back on the inside with Wheel Tapper. 2 lengths to Gold Dory, Prince of Glory, Chokmon Star, Hello Sailor, the all white from Kia King, who's racing one off, then Prince of Glory, and On the River dropped out last. Into the straight, 2,400 metres to go, and Hummer on the inside and Dan's on the outside. This pair they led as they come to jump the first fence on the journey, followed by the Lion King. Chokmon Star's deep on the track from Skiffle, back on the rail into Wheel Tapper, Prince of Glory, Gold Dory, as Dan's lead approaches a second in the straight. Up and over it goes nicely. Prince of Glory followed further back then on the inside by, in fact, Carry Or, then Prince of Glory, followed by Hello Sailor. Out deeper on the track On the River, and racing one off is Kia King. 1,900 metres to go, or just under, and Hummer settled down to lead by 3 now to Dan's, about 5 lengths to the Lion King. Gold Dory's on the outside. Chokmon Star's 3 out from Skiffle in the centre, and Wheel Tapper on the rail. There 2 lengths to Hello Sailor and the all white from Kia King, then Carry Or. A length and a half away then to On the River, and 2.5 to Prince of Glory. About 12 first to last in the first. The New Zealand All Goals Cosmopolitan Club hurdles, 2,500, and it's Hummer the race favourite by 1.5 with Peter Ward aboard, showing the way to Dan's. 4 lengths away on the inside, the Lion King from Gold Dory. As they approach the first out on the far side, the leader Fluid about 5 lengths back. Then we've got Wheel Tapper, followed Chokmon Star, then Skiffle and On the River, looking to improve on the outside as they work down the far side as Hello Sailor. They're followed 1 back on the outside, then to Kia King as Hummer and Dan's take the next down the far side. Second last Carry Or on the inside, and Prince of Glory was last, but now starting to pick up some ground. There's 14 to 15 first to last. Hummer the last down the far side, jumped it like a stag. 3.5 to Dan's, 3 lengths away then to Gold Dory, running on. 5 to the Lion King, they're followed On the River. Then we've got Hello Sailor, 7.50 to go from Prince of Glory. Wheel Tapper's back on the inside, 2 lengths to Kia King, and they're followed by Chokmon Star. A big gap back to Skiffle, and Carry Or's the tail ender across the top. 650 to go in the first. Gold Dory's ranging up on the outside of Hummer. This pair they match strides by 2.5. On the inside, Dan's, and they're followed On the River, plugging on nicely for Soji Sakai. 8 lengths away then to Prince of Glory. They round the corner. corner, and with 2 fences to go, the leader on the outside maybe Gold Dory from Hummer. Then we've got On the River, followed then by Dan's further back to Prince of Glory at the second last. Hummer just now. Gold Dory with a bit of speed on the flat has taken over though, and Gold Dory's in front of Hummer. On the River down on the inside, the others headed by Dan's. They're at the last 150 out. Gold Dory stepped it. On the River out wider then to Hummer. Gold Dory On the River's plugging through for Soji Sakai. On the River, Gold Dory On the River in the closing stages did better. On the River from Gold Dory Hummer. They were followed. Wheel Tapper rushed into fourth in a photo with Prince of Glory. Then Dan's Hello Sailor, Skiffle, Kia King, the Lion King, Choc Monster and Carry Orr. The Blake Naden trained number 6 On the River, and I think Steve Davis was pretty keen on this horse. Was always plugging on nicely from the 500 metres onwards, and Gold Dory was right in the fight. Hummer was just battling at this stage, but Soji Sakai getting up on the inside on the grey, and that's going to go on and score in the hurdle event. The first hurdle race we've had here since September of '98, and At the Lion has won it by about a length and a half. Gold Dory will be second, and 5 lengths away Hummer will wrap up third.
No need for the judge in this one, and Soji Sakai got back. Beautiful ride in this. Got well back in the field. Hummer, but it wanted to do a few things wrong, didn't it? Your favourite turning, and wanted to lay out on top of Gold Dory. Megan lefting up and over, made a great fist to the last, I think that is. And Soji Sakai getting up on the inside, making it 2 in the week. And this young man who's done a lot of work at the Ken and Ann Brown team, too strong. Don't worry if you're waiting to hear the judge's call. Unfortunately, technical difficulties, we cannot bring it to you, and but no need to worry about it. It is 6 On the River to beat 4 Gold Dory and 2 Hummer. Yes, just wanted to run out in the straight again. It didn't did things wrong at Tirapa, which is a worry. That is a left-handed way of going, and here today right-handed. Hummer wanted to do the same again, lay out, but too good On the River. And the grey, well ridden Soji Sakai coming home. Second over, Gold Dory made a fist of it. In fact, look, the winner didn't at 200. You just thought with its ability on the flat would carry the day, and favoured punters, well, they were in trouble at the corner when the other 2 loomed up. But well ridden Soji Sakai on a heavy track. In fact, it closed in the condition. In fact, it's closed in right now. Low cloud and misty rain. On the River, 992.70. 4 Gold Dory, 330. 2 Hummer, 145. 4 and 6 Quinella. Let's hope you got some of it. $41.70 in the trifecta. 6, 4 and 2. Great with the favourite running third. $410.05. And Andre, got to be saying that with these conditions, with Brian McKinney's comments, should loosen this track up with a bit of rain.
Absolutely. Thanks, Steve Davis. Takes out the first. Soji Sakai, and On the River successful for Blake Naden. Bit of support there too throughout the Birdcage area. We'll be back after the short break, building up to the second on the card from the Bay.